Hey guys, it's Doug. Good to talk to you guys again. It's been a minute since I've recorded here. I got my first video for 2020, and it is, of course, my annual Department 56 Halloween Snow Village preview. And Department 56, always around New Year's, they, at least the last few years, they have announced their pieces, and everything is up on the website now. So I'm going to talk about these in pictures because that's the only access to these I have at the moment. I have not seen these in person. I haven't seen them lit up, but they did post them on the Department 56 website, so be sure to check them out. And I just want to talk about them, give some brief impressions, as I usually do this time of year. All right, now I'm going to stick to the buildings here and the bigger accessories as well. There are smaller figurines and everything that are new, and some that are very, very cool and that even go with some of these buildings. But I'll let you check those out. I just kind of want to stick to the big pieces here. So, all right, the first three we're going to talk about, they are accessories that are sort of similar to each other with different themes. This one here is Ghosts in Graveyard. Now, it's one of these animated pieces to where the little pieces, it looks like, presumably I should say, I haven't seen this run, but magnets run on top of this little like plastic or glass, whatever you want to call it, and where the pieces move around. And here it looks like two trick-or-treaters who are running around basically scared in a graveyard with ghosts. Now, you folks that love cemeteries are going to dig this. I know that graveyards are usually very popular because you can make them work in an obvious, graveyard cemetery scene, or in like a neighborhood scene. Especially this would work this year with a building that I am going to talk about here shortly, the new Trick or Treat building. Moving down the line here again, this is similar to it. It is actually I really like this theming, but it's Little Red Riding Hood. And so what this one is here, it looks like you got the big bad wolf and a very scary looking big bad wolf, and Little Red Riding Hood. It looks animated here as well. Same thing where it looks like they follow like a little path, like a little magnetized thing. I think werewolf pieces are severely underserved, and even though this is more of a traditional fantasy thing, of course, Little Red Riding Hood, big bad wolf, that's not really a like a werewolf tale necessarily, but wolves are very underserved, and it's cool to see this one. I know that some of you folks who do the kind of the Twisted Fairy Tale theme, or a woodland scene with like Twisted Fairy Tale with like the Candy Cottage and some of the other witch pieces, this would go great for that. And finishing up with these platform style accessories, this is Pumpkin Patch, and you're probably going to see me get this one because I love pumpkin patches. This is going to go great with another building I'm going to talk about in a minute here. But it looks like here you've got the kid with the pumpkin. It looks like he's sort of rolling the pumpkin around, and another person who's out there with them. I dig anything pumpkin patch, right? I'm a huge sucker for this, and I've got a lot of buildings this will go with, and it will go with another building. And you know what? Let's just start right there because it's the building I'm most excited about. Check out Patty's Pumpkin Patch. Now, these Harvest style buildings have become my very favorite line in Department 56. I got the Harvest Gazebo from 2 years ago, the Apple Barn from last year. I love those pieces. And this year, you can see here, Patty's Pumpkin Patch, it falls right in line with that. Absolutely love this. It looks like it's another set with, a little bit smaller though. It looks like the Apple Barn was pretty big. This looks smaller. Again, it's like a pumpkin patch road stand kind of thing. And you've even got some ears of corn. Of course, little figurine here, the pick your own pumpkin thing. This would go great with that platform I just talked about. I'm going to for sure get this one. It also looks like it's lit up too with little orange lights. That's the trouble, with when you can't see these things lit up. Actually, you don't really know what's lit up or what's not. But this one, that's what looks like is the lighting on this piece. You're going to see a review of this on this channel later this year. I'm going to buy this for sure. I love the Harvest buildings. All right, moving down the line here. The addition for Trick or Treat Lane this year, it is the Cemetery House. This is a building that it's cool to see them finally do this because I know myself and some other hobbyist friends here, we always talk about this line because I love the Trick or Treat line. I love the Harvest stuff the most, but outside of that, the Trick or Treat Lane series is my favorite because I just love the traditional neighborhood, right? It's very nostalgia inducing. And we've talked about, what could they do in the future because there's a ton of stuff they could do. Werewolf house, mummy house, ghost house, there's just a bunch of stuff. And we figured a graveyard house would be a good idea. And that's what this is. Lo and behold, a cemetery house. And, last year, a criticism I had of Bat House was I didn't think it was themed very well. There wasn't much, bat really with the house. I have a review of it on my channel. And this one, though, it looks like it's themed much heavier. You have a lot of headstones here, graveyards. And I don't know how well it's going to be lit. It looks sort of standard lit, but then you also have above this grave, you can see it looks like a lantern that's lit with this spooky figure. It looks cool, and I like how the front of the house is like, the facade is done up to look like you're entering a graveyard or mausoleum. Pretty cool how that's done. The house looks kind of standard though, I have to say. It doesn't look that, ingenuitive as a house. It looks standard. I know though that that's kind of the theme they're going for, obviously, because it's supposed to be a real neighborhood house, not a haunted house. I do like the theme though, so we'll see what this looks like in person later this year. Now this set is Spider House, and I don't really know what to make of this one, to be straight. Like, I don't really see much theming here. And they've also done a Spider House, of course, in Trick or Treat Lane. The very first building that kicked that off was Spider House. That's an amazing house. That's a great trick or treat house with purple lighting. It looks fantastic. I've used it in display, as you can see here. This one though, again, I don't really see much theming on it at all. Of course, the figurine's got a little baby. It looks like done in a spider, spider costume, which is cute, but there's just not a lot of theming on this. You also have, there's accessories that go with this, but just with the actual piece itself, I don't know, I'm not really feeling this one, but that is Spider House. Again, don't be confused with the previous Spider House, which was from 2012, which that one's very hard to get now, but I think that's a really, really nice, building if you can get it. I don't know about this one. Need to see this one in person. It doesn't look that special to me though. All right, moving on, another gift set here. This is the Haunted Huntsman House. Now, this is another one I don't really know what to make of it. The theming looks cool. It's a log cabin. It looks like a spooky old log cabin, right? And those of you with the forest scenes or want to do like a swamp type scene, I get it. This would work for that. Again, though, the house looks sort of similar outside of the actual, the log cabin, which is cool. It looks sort of similar to other houses, though, and it looks just standard lit. I guess that's my big thing. I'm just not a big fan anymore of houses with just standard lighting inside. The figure does look cool, though. The figure, it looks like it is this dude who is setting a bear trap. Presumably, he's not catching bears. He is catching humans. You can see bones underneath there, and it's a gift set, so you get trees and leaves and everything. Again, it's another sort of wait and see. I like the theming on it. It doesn't really look that special, though, but a lot of that is because you can't really check out what the lighting would be like, and it looks sort of just standard lit. All right, guys, up next, this is the Witch Hollow building for the year, Celia's Cellar. You can see here it says Drink Up Witches. Yeah, again, I don't really know what else to say here. It's a witch themed like wine cask, right? Which, that's cute and all. Depends what you want, I guess, out of your witch stuff. For me, I'm not really digging this. Again, I don't really see much lighting here. It looks kind of standard lit. And the whole cute, drink up witches, that kind of humor, that's not really my vibe that I want out of my Halloween stuff. I know sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Everybody's got their own thing they like. I'm just not really feeling this one. They've really done some good Witch Hollow buildings too. In the last few years, I really dug Hattie's Hat Shop. That was a heck of a building. I know a lot of folks like Esmeralda's Shoe Shop that came out recently. So yeah, I'm not really big on this one. Of course, if you like wine, if you like that whole vibe, more power to you. It's just not really seem like it's for me. I just need to see it lit up. That's the big thing. It's so tough when you don't see them lit up. But here it just kind of looks like a standard lit building. All right, the last one, guys, and seeing the initial buzz online, a lot of people are excited about this one. This is Midnight Fright Light. So what this is basically is a big lighthouse with a pumpkin on top. And it looks great. This looks fantastic. Now, I guess my one thing is I don't really know what I would theme this with because I don't really do the nautical thing or like the New England coastal type thing. It's got a great figurine with it though too, that really matches it well. But this looks fantastic. I don't know if this is animated or not because at current time, as we're recording this, the website has very minimal information. It does look like that top rotates though, which it would almost have to, which would look really, really cool. You could use this on a variety of things, of course, but I just think of it as like a nautical theme. Like it would look great with a coastal type scene. But I love anything pumpkin, and it kind of is reminiscent, the way this pumpkin sits on top, as sort of the tower like you'd have in the Mad Pumpkin Patch by Lemax, the famous Lemax piece. But looks really neat. I'm excited to see what this one will look like in person. I hope that light on the top is very bright. And it also looks like off the kind of the arms here, you've got little lights that light up too. And I think, and I don't know, but those pumpkins on the hillside also look like they might be lit up. I don't know if that's paint or light. Again, that's the problem with these pictures when they're just standard. I'm going off of them to talk about. But hey, you know what? If everything was lit up, I guess, correctly and shown off by the factory, there wouldn't be much room for my channel to exist. It wouldn't need to exist. That's why I started it, right? Is to show what a lot of these look like when they're lit up. So yeah, guys, that is the Midnight Fright Light, and I know a lot of you guys are excited for that one. So, all right, guys, there you have it. That's the 2020 lineup for Halloween buildings from Department 56. Now, there will be mid-year stuff, which is always, announced around summertime. That comes out early fall, normally, I believe. But that's pretty much it. This is the mainline release for the Halloween stuff. They have a lot of Christmas stuff, too, and holiday stuff on the website, so check that out. What do you guys think below? Let me know. Were you excited or you're not? I have to say I'm not overly enthused about this year. 2018 was so good. I thought last year was a little bit of a step back. and I'm not really feeling much this year. Again, it kind of looks standard lit for the most part. Maybe that'll change in seeing some of these buildings. I don't know. That's kind of the beauty of it. You never really know till you see some of them. Yeah, I will say I am pumped though for the pumpkin patch building. I love that Harvest series. Cannot wait for that. You're gonna for sure see that on this channel. But yeah, again, let me know what you guys think below. It's great to talk to you guys again. And you will see me in about a month here with the Lemax Spooky Town 2020 preview. Thanks guys, talk to you soon.